following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying the warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 44, NASDAQ up 15, S&P's up 3. Gold contract at all-time highs, traded up, well, they're up 19.90 right now at 1,582.20. Silver up $2.53 at $38.17. Platinum up $22 at $1,753 an ounce. Copper flat at $4.39 a pound. Light sweet crude up 49 ticks, trading out at 97.92. Bonds up 15 ticks at 126.30. Dollar index down 63 ticks at 75.60. Euro up 16 ticks at 141. Yen down 25, trading out at 78.99. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get to 1331. Can't hold the price up there. We closed at 1318. You do 883 million. That is going against the 11th, which was 829 million. Now, it was the second day in a row that you had an expansion up. Yeah, yesterday we had expansion to the 1327. Today the expansion to 1331. Gives it up at the close. That is your S&P. Let's go over to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow. Dow did the same deal. Yesterday, we got up to a price point on the Dow of 12,570. Today, 12,611. Couldn't hold the price as it got to higher highs. NASDAQ Composite. What do we do inside the Composite? Inside the Composite, what we did here is this. You had a high out there that was generated at 28.25. You came off that high. You closed out at 27.96. You did 1.8 billion versus 2 billion. Now, here's the deviance. No two ways about it. This market. This market wants to, get down to the March lows. You're still dealing. Now, this is where it gets really cool. You're still dealing with option expiration on Friday. The market today got an acceleration up. As it got the acceleration up, bottom line, the afternoon sells off. Right? Selling off, going into option expiration. I can make the case that yes, we just set up the B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down, because the correlations are there, meaning a very small ABC. On the S&P, it'd be 135.70. Down to a price point of 131. You came down in volume. It went back up, lighter volume. I suspect that's not what we have at this point. And that's why I'm saying that. Because what we had today, folks, is this. When we had the acceleration down, we had a huge downtick blowout of the market. And what a downtick means is this. Let's put it this way. Downticks and upticks I only use at huge oversold markets or overbought markets. That together with an arms is a good, decent indicator. What does happen, however, is this, is that you don't get a minus 1382, which we got today, on a market that is basically still up. So this is what you have. So watch how deviant this is, and it's divergence. That's what it is. So the amount of selling, when the selling took place today, was so fast and so furious that everyone panicked at the same time. When you see that happen, just the opposite happens. See, if we had pulled back like we did, and no one was paranoid and scared, different ball game. That'd be setting up the structure on the way down. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out, because what I'm doing here is that I'm putting that together with the aspect of option expiration, with the aspect that the most deviant part of this move is that it wants to go up to option expiration, I figure, and come all the way back. Now, what we had out here is good old Helicopter Ben is hanging up to his name. There's no doubt about it. The Federal Reserve, they came out with their minutes yesterday, and inside their minutes they said, hey, listen, we very well, may come back in the market and buy bonds. Well, in his speech this morning, his first quote was, the possibility remains that the recent economic weakness may prove more persistent than expected, and that deflationary risk may reemerge, implying the need for additional monetary support. Bottom line, what did that do? Well, that took the dollar down. That took gold up, took it up in a big way. Let's go over to gold for a second. What you had with gold, gold contract today, we did 183,000 contracts. It's over the high of the 1577.70. And the bottom line, that says it can go higher. Still not enough juice, but the bottom line, Steve and I, when we were doing the show this morning at 10 to 11, he had brought up, no doubt, if this can go into the 1600 area, which is nothing, by the way, and that would be pushing into an expansion of 1.27, maybe 1.618. Silver today, huge move. Silver was up 7%, 6.96% to be exact. The correlation, if we go over to that silver market just for a minute and we look at silver, what you have with silver out here, she had 86,000 contracts. That's not bad, okay? She does want to go tag this 39.45. And in fact, one of our calls last night, I know he's long silver. He must be a lady right now. And that was it does want to go tag that baby, and I suspect you're going to get that tagged more than likely by Friday. That's the way this is set up at this particular point. So just to recap, what I'm still looking for here, longer term, meaning, after next week, we're going to start heading for the March 16th lows again. Shorter term, what you still have is that this thing does want to bounce up into option expiration, and it is deviant, and it's deviant beyond belief. There's no two ways about it. It's a beautiful trader's market, though. There's no doubt about that, folks. The financials today are showing that that's where the problems are going to come out of. The XLF was flat today. That XLF, we're at 14.99. That wants to get into that 14.62. If you break that with conviction, that's a monster ABC down. You have the Bank of America just can't get traction, and more than likely, that Bank of America is in big trouble. I don't know what kind of trouble. I suspect what it is all those countrywide bonds, trillions of dollars, they're kaput. Let's go to Joe in Long Island. Hey, Joe, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
PAL, I see that they had found some gold or something. I was wondering if you could give me some insight into that.
Let's take a look at you guys. PAL, this is North American Palladium. Now they're claiming they're gold. Let's see. The company's focused on growing its production of palladium and gold and mining-friendly Canada. The low is $2.97. The high is $8. They lose 60 cents, and they have 142 million shares outstanding. Let's see. So
it was just rated to outperform, and it's because it just found gold in one of its mines.
They found gold, huh?
Yeah.
There's probably gold in your backyard. Let's take a look at this. I can tell you right off the bat, folks, I don't like this stock. Never liked this stock. Because you can picture something. What ends up happening, they're telling you flat out that, let's see, so gold's at highs, and they're telling you that they're losing 80 million a year. It's like, okay, if they can't make money with gold at highs and palladium at highs, when are they going to make any money? So let's put it back, put it on a weekly, and take a look at it. Okay, so we bring this back. The high out there at $14. Crashes to $1.20. There's a counter trend bounce out there to $7.99, and then crashes again down to $3.82. I wouldn't touch this thing, man. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, well, see, I own it already, and I'm looking at it.
Well,
you
then
know,
I'd
they're
sell
saying
it.
it's Le Flame. You would sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, because what you have is this. Do you own it right, I hope?
Yeah.
Perfect, man. That's right. Great. See, what happened is this. I was hoping he owned it after May 10th, folks. What happened on May 10th, it went from $5 to $4.07. It got as low as $3.33. Yeah, grab your bread, man. Grab your bread.
You don't think it's going to fill that gap that we had there in May?
Well, what you have is this. You know, yeah, it can. Okay, but so watch the your probability here. You did 8 million shares today going up versus 16 down. That's a dead cat bounce, man. And so you're at 468. You're already in the money. You know, if you want to go for 547, this will fall out of bed again. Just here. So let's do something just on a fundamental basis, right?
Uh-huh.
Gold right now is trading at $1,582, right? Palladium is also at highs, okay? We're dealing PALL. Let's just see palladium right now. Palladium is at $778. And they are losing money hand over fist. What does that tell you?
Yeah, but I'm looking at today's news, and that's what it's telling me that Midland Exploration and North American Palladium report a new gold discovery on the Flame. It's
okay. Then that's all right.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Listen, that's a beautiful thing. Well, let's go. I'll go to the next stop for you. Okay. They take in $36 million a quarter. Okay. They take in $36 million a quarter. They have a market cap of $729 million. And they lose money. There's you know, you gotta do what you want to do. But that isn't why you buy gold companies. You buy gold companies because they're making money, not losing money.
Yeah, so even though they found new gold, that doesn't mean too much.
It's a great question. It means absolutely nothing. What it means is that, number one, you have to find out how much is that gold going to cost them to get out of the ground, and number two, is it a new mine, and how much? Do they have a few $1 billion, which I know they don't have? I just looked at their balance sheet. It's not even close. Do they have that in order to get out of the ground?
Okay. Well, I appreciate your advice. Thank
okay,
you
man.
very much.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
And, folks, if you want to test drive the gold report, test drive it for a month and check it out, okay? The way the gold market works is this. You have to understand the political risk. You have to understand the currency risk. Then you have to understand exactly what Joe and I were just talking about. There's gold everywhere, folks. There's gold everywhere. There's silver everywhere. There's copper everywhere. There's zinc everywhere. There's nickel everywhere. Those are out there. Rocks, there's plenty of it. What it takes is that, number one, can you get it out of the ground and be profitable? That's the key. And you can see with that company right there, it's absolutely insanity. Now, exploration companies will blow through money. Drilling, that's different. That's a different burn rate than a producer that basically has been produced for a while, which they have, and can't make money. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.